Hey there everyone, welcome back to Mike's Garage. So today, as you can see, I got myself a motor upside down here. Now what this is a Ford 5.4 liter, it's a 2-valve variant, and it is the PI. So it's the later model, it's after 99. It has the square ports, not the circle ones. These made 300 horsepower and about 350 foot-pounds of torque. So they're a little above the stock Mustang as far as torque goes, actually quite a bit above, and you can definitely feel that if it's in that light of a chassis. Anyways, the swap's pretty straightforward, and a lot of people don't realize this, but the Ford 5.4 liter out of the F-150s, the Eco Van or whatever the hell it's called, the E-150, and all that other stuff is the same as the Mustang motor as far as bolt pattern and how it sets in there. So you can take your Mustang motor that just blew up, that 4.6 liter out of there, and you can slap on about 50 more foot-pounds of torque using this bad boy here. Now, what's really great about these motors is they're cheaper than the 4.6 liters on average. They're more reliable, and that's pretty much a proven fact. Everybody knows that. They are a very similar motor. I think what makes them stronger is that these actually have, some of the later models, have a forged crankshaft as well as powder forged rods, which is pretty cool. Anyways, they can handle a lot of power, you know, just right out of the box. You can slap a supercharger on them, that's cool. But what you need to do is you need a different oil pan, so you need the oil pan from the 4.6 liter. It's about 5.5 inches, whereas the F-150 is 6 inches and all the way up to almost 8 inches in some cases. You need the oil feed tube from the 4.6 liter. It is shorter than this. So it's pretty simple. You just take your feed tube off. This is one of the longer 5.4 feed tubes. And then you take your Mustang feed tube, and it's actually exactly the same as far as where it bolts up in the motor. So let's put that on there. And it doesn't look like much, but it dropped it quite a bit as far as height goes. So this set's a little different, and there's a little bit different of an angle. It doesn't go out like this and then down. Anyways, you also have to bend the baffles down on the Mustang's oil pan. And I'll show you that too. It's pretty simple to do. You can take yourself a mallet and just whack them down. It's no big deal. Now, if you were to try to use the F-150 oil pan and not listen to any of this, it is not going to fit in your car. Those are the baffles I'm talking about. So I just whacked them down with a mallet, and they usually stick up nearly to the top of this oil pan here, but you just smash them pretty flat. They don't need to be completely flat, but pretty flat. You're good to go. Anyways, so that's the oil pan. And another thing you'll want to do when you do this engine swap is you'll want to look into intake manifold options. You can use adapter plates for the 4.6 liter to the 5.4 liter, or vice versa, you know, intake manifold. So you can use the smaller intake manifold on the wider motor. The problem with that is that those adapter plates cause an impedance in the injector spray. So you get sloppy spray patterns, you lose some power. What you can also do is look into custom intake manifold options. Or you can do what I did. You can get yourself an Edelbrock Victor Jr. and you can get yourself an MSD Mod 6 box. It's an ignition controller, and you can slap a carburetor on here. Makes it way simpler, doesn't fuck up your spray pattern, and you can do a lot of stuff with this. If it's, you know, a street car, a daily driver, performance car, whatever it is, you know. Carburetors open up a lot of options. You got to keep in mind though, some states don't allow those anymore. You cannot retrofit a carburetor on a street car. But I'm lucky, I can register in Sandoval County here. This is in New Mexico, and I don't have to use, you know, the stock equipment. This is not going to be emissions tested. It probably would pass emissions with catalytic converters and stuff like that, but I don't have to worry about that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to go quickly over what you got to do this. Oh, one more thing. Headers. So the headers on the Mustang are the ones that you're going to use. You do not want to use the 5.4 headers. Now, the Mustang headers, you got to shave off a little bit right here because this hits the steering rack if you're putting the 5.4 liter in, because it's widened a little bit. So there's this little knobby thing. Just grind that off. No big deal. Real easy to do. But anyway, yeah, so that's the motor swap. It's really straightforward. You know, get yourself some solid motor mounts, something like that when it's out. Upgrade stuff a little bit. Make it a more reliable car. Something that you can drive around, really enjoy, and you got that extra torque to really feel in the seat of your pants. You know what I mean? Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. Hit like, subscribe, share. Thanks.